Yo, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the Mid-Tennessee State Blue Raiders Dynasty. We're here today at 5-4. Got a couple recruits in attendance, one 3-star tight end, and a 4-star athlete that looks like he's going to play in the secondary. Two guys visiting campus today to play FIU. Going to be a great matchup here today. Should be a lot of fun. 5-4, we have a chance to be bowl eligible with a victory here today. This year's been up and down. We beat some pretty good teams like Marshall when we had a lot of those recruits in attendance, and then we had games like last week where we're really close against a 1-win UAB team, and we lose to a 2-win UTSA team a couple weeks before that. So the year's been interesting, but FIU sitting at 4-4, I believe it was, and us at 5-4 today should be a great game. Trying to get the win, impress these recruits, getting to commit, and also get ourselves bowl eligible. Going to be back on the offensive side here. Randall Johnson. Obviously, we saw Asher O'Hara is about time for him to return, but right now Randall Johnson has control of this team, and he is playing well, finding C.J. Wyndham on the right side, gain of 19 yards and a first down to start it. 1st and 10, going to fake this one to Mobley. It's going to be Randall Johnson taking this one. He's going to run through a defender. He's going to pick up 5 yards. 2nd and 5 now. It's going to be Johnson dropping back, looking right side. He's going to find his tight end, Fannin. Fannin, we're going to try to get him 100 receiving yards here today, but could be difficult. We don't really involve our tight ends as much as we might want to. There's a 4-yard rush by Mobley there. Now 3rd and 1, trying to convert this first down. It's going to be Mobley fighting forward, picks up 2 and a first down. It's 3rd and 8 now. It's Johnson in the shotgun. Got to convert here to keep this drive alive. The pressure comes, and he's hit as he throws. That's incomplete. Johnson starting 2 for 5. We're going to just kick the field goal, take the points here early. The first possession, we have a lot of times where we don't get points here in the first quarter, so I wanted to change that. Here comes the offense, and here's James Morgan. If you don't know Morgan, he actually got drafted in the NFL this year. Never actually had heard of him from FIU until really draft came around. He's one of those guys where Mel Kiper's like, he's got a strong arm, and he's he's just an intelligent quarterback, stuff like that. You never really hear of him, but then he gets drafted. So we'll be the judge of how he is today. Doesn't have a great first drive. It's a 3-and-out quickly. The Blue Raiders get the ball back. So it's 3rd and 8, throwing right side. C.J. Wyndham drops it, and Randall Johnson is 2 of 7 to start this day. It's going to be back to Morgan and the FIU offense. They run a pro-style offense. We haven't seen this in quite some time. They run the ball a lot, and they run a lot of play action. I'm not used to seeing this. 3rd and 4, they're going to check this one down to Maxwell. Maxwell, the halfback, Napoleon Maxwell, 8-yard reception. Now 1st and 10, right back to Maxwell on the right side. He's going to pick up a good game of 6 right there. 2nd and 4 now. It's going to be a halfback draw, giving it to Maxwell. Again, he's tripped up by Cody Smith. That's going to be a 3-yard rush. It's 3rd and 1, trying to stop him here, but Maxwell has a hole on the left side. He picks up 4 and a first. 2nd and 8 now, back to the I formation. It's Morgan over the middle, finds his halfback, the backup halfback, Phillips, 4-yard reception. It's 3rd and 4 now. Morgan dropping back, stepping up in the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Did not expect much of this from him, but he does do it from time to time. Picks up 13 yards in the first. Play action here. 1st and 10. Morgan trying to take off again, but he runs into his own lineman and is sacked. 2nd and 14. Going to go back to Maxwell on the ground. He's going to pick up 5. 3rd and 9. Can the defense get a stop here? Morgan dropping back. Looking. He's got time. Throws over the middle of Singleton. Singleton breaks off one. Gets absolutely lit up. But enough for the first. That's a questionable call if you ask me, but no challenge. 2nd and goal. Maxwell had the chance to break that outside and probably gets into the end zone, but instead he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, setting up a 3rd and goal, and we get right in there right away. Jordan Ferguson wasn't even touched by the guard or center. Couldn't quite see who that was. Doesn't matter. We make them settle for a field goal. So, on the ensuing kickoff, it's going to be Riley returning this one. He gets around the outside. He gets away from a couple of guys, away from another, down the sideline, inside the 25, and tripped up after a 75-yard return. That's the way to get the offense started. Only 3 points in the first quarter. Really only 2 or 3 drives, though. So, can they make something happen? Not a good start. Randall Johnson sacked. Loss of 7. 2nd and 17 now, under 7 to play here in the second. Just going to try to hand this off, get some yardage back. It's a 6-yard rush from Mobley. 3rd and 12 now. It's Johnson dropping back. Pressure coming once again. Just dumps it down, and Mobley has no room. 1-yard catch. And we're going to settle for another field goal. This time it's 6-3. So really the offense does nothing, but Riley's return gets us in the field goal range, and we convert. So back to FIU in this offense. There's a play action right there. They've ran it a lot. Got us blitzing a little bit. There's a 25-yard reception right there. 1st and 10 now. Morgan, good pocket presence. He's scrambling around. He's going to take off with it, and he picks up a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Morgan dropping back. Looking, he's got time, throws right side. He finds Maxwell. Maxwell, another first down inside the 49-yard catch. 1st and 10. It's going to be Morgan. Halfback draw set up. He breaks off one tackler. He's going to fight for it, spin around. 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3. Going to hand this one off to Maxwell once again. He's got a lot of action here this drive, but this time the defense with some good pursuit, he loses one. 3rd and 4. The I formations. Morgan dropping back. He throws it over the middle. It's Maxwell 4 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th and inches. But FIU's going to go for it. They're going to pitch this one to the outside to Phillips, and he's going to get around the outside. Was not ready for the pitch. Expected something in the middle. They get the first. 1st and 10, it's Phillips once again. Stiff arm his way forward, gain of 7. Under 4 to play, 3rd and inches. Can we get up the field this time? It's another pitch, and they're going to get another first down, a gain of 2. 1st and 10, 3.5 to go. It's Morgan. A long drive here for FIU. Defense has been out there a while. It's Vinton on the right side. Vinson, 6-yard catch. 2nd and 4, Morgan. Dropping back right over the middle. Maurice Alexander, 7-yard touchdown catch. They just drove down our throats right there on that drive. No real pushback from that defense whatsoever on that drive after having a really good start to this game. We've seen this from time to time, though. They start out really well. They have some lapses during the game. They get it back and maybe some more lapses. It's really inconsistent. But it's only one touchdown drive. Let's see if the offense can respond. It's going to be 1st and 10. Johnson throwing right side. He's starting to click here a little bit. 12-yard catch to Ty Lee. It's going to be 1st and 10 now. Getting close to the 2-minute mark. And a throw down the field at a wide open man. And Randall Johnson misses him. 4 of 10 to start. And that was 7 if he can convert it. 2nd and 10 now. Hand this one off to Mobley. Mobley's going to pick up 6. 3rd and 4 now. It's Johnson. Pressure's coming. Throws left side. He finds his man this time. Jaron Pierce inside the 20. Big conversion. 1st and 10. Mobley in motion. Johnson dropping back. We've ran this play before and it had a big gain. It's going to be a nice gain here once again down to about the 5-yard line. 12-yard pickup. 1st and goal. Hand this one off to Mobley out of the shotgun. He runs through one man down to the 1 after a 4-yard gain. 2nd and goal going right back to Mobley. This time he's spun around and taken down. Sets up a 3rd and goal, 26 seconds. Johnson dropping back. Some guys run into each other in the middle of the field, and that just goes out the back of the end zone. The mesh almost was there. And instead of going for it on 4th and goal, we're just going to settle for our 3rd field goal. I didn't really trust the passing game or the rushing game at that point to go for it at the 1 or 2 yard line on 4th and goal. And that's one of the points. 10-9, it goes into half. The offense settled for too many field goals. And thankfully from the kick return, we have another one because the offense has not played well here to start. Randall Johnson missed some receivers, some miscommunication on some routes. It's just been kind of messed up here to start, but the defense had some pretty good plays in the first half, other than that one time where FIU really just drove it down. But pretty close, similar time of possession. They have a few more pass yards and a lot more rush yards. Got to figure out the offense in the second half, and I'm feeling pretty good by the way the defense has played here so far today. But Randall Johnson going to have to play much better than 4 for 10, 45 yards. It's going to be 1st and 10. The defense picks up where it left off for most of that first half. A 4-yard loss there for Morgan, trying to run a read option. It's 2nd and 14 now. Morgan's going to throw left side, and that should have been picked. Knocked away, incomplete. 3rd and 14. Can the defense get a quick 3 and out? Morgan dropping back. He's got time. Pressure finally comes. He's throwing it deep. He's got that big arm. Batted away by Blankenship. Good read. Good play. You see the arm talent, though, for Morgan. It's 1st and 10 now. The offense trying to figure it out here. 7-yard rush by Randall Johnson on a read option. Now sending Wyndham in motion. Wyndham is going to get the fake. It's going to be Johnson going absolutely nowhere. Can't even take off to pitch it. He loses 3. 3rd and 6. Johnson dropping back. Has a man open. And that was supposed to be for the in route. Instead, C.J. Wyndham ran straight up the field and hits him in the back. And that kind of just explains the way the offense has played here so far today. It's been really ugly, and there's been a lot of miscommunication out there. For being in week 11, we cannot have this many issues. It's a 10-yard rush on 1st down. Now 2nd and inches. They're going to throw it deep, and that's incomplete. Batted away by Desmond Anderson, our best defensive player. 3rd and inches. They're going to run some play action. They just kept me guessing all day long on this pro-style offense. There's a nice completion on 1st and 10. Morgan's going to try to take off, but he's sacked a loss of 2. Going to have this defensive line really pick it up here in the second half to stop the rushing game and get some pressure on Morgan. Can't let him get too comfortable because he'll make throws like this because he can read the defense well. It's a 14-yard reception and a 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Morgan dropping back. The pressure's coming, and he's sacked, a loss of 11. Because they're running so much, we're going to bring a lot of pressure, and this time DQ Thomas comes out of the secondary, blitzes Morgan, and takes him down for a loss of 11. It's going to be 3rd and 23 now. Defense trying to get off the field once again. Morgan dropping back. The pressure's starting to come. He breaks off one tackler, but then he's sacked. The defense is getting there. This time it's Tyshun Render. Can we get the return game to get going again? It's going to be Ty Lee on the punt return. He's going to take this one to the left side. He's going to try to get around the outside with that speed. He does exactly that. Past midfield, a big return to 28 yards. The offense has a chance here to make a play. It's Johnson on the play action. Just dumps this one down to Fannin. He's going to pick up a gain of 5 right there. It's 2nd and 5 now. Johnson dropping back, looking. He's going to throw over the middle. Finds C.J. Wyndham for a big play. We finally get a big play in the passing game. 32 yards, Wyndham. 1st and goal now. Johnson lobbing this one left corner. That one is just overthrown. Pretty good placement. 2nd and goal from the 10. It's going to be a handoff to Mobley. Mobley can't get much. A gain of 2 sets up a 3rd and goal. It's going to be Johnson faking the run, dropping back. Pressure's coming. Throws on the run, and it's batted down. And we settle for another field goal. We take the lead 12-10 here. Can the defense just keep doing what they're doing? I guess I'll take the field goals if the defense can play this well, but I'm not sure how long they can keep this up. It's Maxwell losing one. They're playing well. 3rd and 8. Morgan dropping back. Can we force a quick 3 and out? He throws this one left side, and there's no room on the outside for Palmer. Quick 3 and out by the defense, and we have a chance for this offense to really take over this game if they can finally get something going. It's an 8-yard rush now on 3rd and 2. Bad throw, Randall Johnson, incomplete. Sets up a 4th down, and we're just going to punt it back. It's 1st and 10 now for Morgan in this offense. He's going to try to scramble up the field instead. Kind of some mayhem right there, but ends up being in a sack, loss of 2. Khalil Brooks on the blitz. 2nd and 12, it's Morgan dropping back. He's going to throw to the left, a little check down there. He's going to find Napoleon Maxwell. A nice pickup of 9. It's 3rd and 3. Going to get this one to Maxwell. Trying to bounce it outside, but the defense is there. There was Render, and then there was Cody Smith, his 2nd tackle for a loss, and the defense is balling out right now. On 1st and 10, the last play of the 3rd quarter, going to find C.J. Wyndham for a pickup of 18. We're into the 4th. 2nd and 14. It's Johnson dropping back, has a man down the middle. At least he thought it lobbed in the air, hung up there a long time, almost picked off. 3rd and 14. Johnson dropping back, been struggling all day, but what a pass right here to Ty Lee. 24 yards, a good route by Ty Lee, but that was placed perfectly over the shoulder, right at the sideline. Can't get much better than that. 1st and 10 now. We have a chance to convert here. Can we stop settling for field goals? We can make it a 2-possession game. It's 2nd and 4. Johnson checking this one down the right side to France. He's going to fight his way forward down to the 5. A nice pickup. 1st and goal now. Shotgun. Hand this one off to Mobley. He's trying to get into the end zone. Falls forward. Picks up 4 down to the 1. 2nd and goal. 6 to play here in the 4th quarter. Wyndham in motion. Faking it to Wyndham. Keeping it with Johnson. Johnson into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. Been trying to get that score all day long instead of settling for field goals. I've tried everything, and finally the triple option gets us in there. And we take a 2-possession lead, which feels really good with the way this defense has been playing. But Morgan and company, they're not done yet. They're going to hand this one off to Maxwell. Can still play around with the run game and the pass game. There's plenty of time. 9-point game. Morgan dropping back on 1st and 10 after a nice run. He's got a lot of time in the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He's going to run. He's going to find a lot of room. A gain of 16 yards. Now 1st and 10. It's Morgan dropping back. Looking, stepping up in the pocket. Throws over the middle. Finds Singleton for a big gain. They really got something going here with 5 minutes to play. They're trying to respond quick. It's Morgan dropping back. Throwing right side. Finds his receiver Alexander. 4-yard pickup. 3rd and 3. They're going to run it. It's Morgan. And Reed Blankenship has some tough awareness there. That did not look good. And James Morgan rushes it into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's right back to a 2-point game. 19-17. But the question is, can the offense, are they going to continue to struggle, or are they going to build off that last drive? It's a 5-yard rush for Mobley. Now it's 2nd and 5. Mobley once again. A good pickup of 8. 1st down. 1st and 10, Johnson dropping back. He's going to throw this one over the middle. He's going to find Jaron Pierce, a gain of 9. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Going to hand this one off to Mobley. Mobley's going to try to get this around the outside. He gets to midfield, pick up a 4, and a 1st down. 2nd and 12 now, 3 to play. Johnson on the play action. Pressure in the middle of his face, but he misses the man over the middle. 3rd and 12, trying to convert here. Johnson dropping back, throwing over the middle once again. This time he finds Ty Lee. 1st down, 27 yards. Huge pickup. 1st and 10, hand this one out to Mobley. Mobley with some room. He's going to pick up 9. 2nd and 1 now, hand this one off to West. West picks up a gain of 3 and a 1st. really killing the clock right now. A touchdown might just end this one. So 1st and 10. It's going to be Johnson on the triple option. Take this to the outside, pitch this one to Wyndham. Wyndham gets a first down, and he's down to the 1. Timeout FIU. 1st and goal, Blue Raiders. 2:04 to play. Mobley in motion. A little QB draw action, but that does not work. We lose a yard. 2nd and goal. We have a swing pass set up. It's a little swing screen. Mobley going to try to get that yardage back. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 2. Johnson dropping back. Looking. Man over the middle. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. CJ Wyndham was open on that little in route. They don't give me my typical touchdown replay there, but we take the lead. 8-point lead. The extra point makes it 9. And FIU used all their timeouts. And right there, James Morgan sacked. This one is not looking too good for FIU. We have a chance to be bowl eligible. 3rd and 18. Pressure comes. Morgan on the run. Throws a dime down the field. 34 yards, so they keep it alive. 1st and 10. James Morgan dropping back. Pressure comes. He's throwing left side deep. And that's another completion to Austin Maloney. 1st and 10. 1:15 to play. It's Morgan. Once again, throwing right side, he's going to find Palmer. Palmer with a nice pickup of 7. We're letting up some of these yards, but there's a minute to play, and they're right there knocking at the goal line. They're going to find Singleton over the middle. He's going to fight forward for the touchdown, a 7-yard touchdown reception. And they respond right back, but can they get the impossible onside kick to make this a game? They have no timeouts. Onside kick is recovered by CJ Wyndham. That is just so hard to do in any football video game I've ever played. And we're going to kneel this one out. And the Blue Raiders are officially bowl eligible with a win against FIU at home, improving to 6-4. Randall Johnson, first half was just atrocious, but the offense really came through there in the second half with back-to-back scoring drives to really put this game out of reach, as 12-10 the defense had been balling. They let up 2 big touchdown drives, but there was not enough time for FIU to come back in this one. 26-24, a good victory, some offensive struggles. Defense dominated for most of the game. Randall Johnson, not too bad eventually. James Morgan, I was really impressed. He's great pocket presence. Didn't really expect the scrambling ability, but it was definitely there. And he has a strong arm. We saw that multiple times. But he's playing in this pro-style offense, so didn't get quite to show it off the way he could. But we'll take the 26-24 victory. It was a nice win to get bowl eligible, and we will be playing in a bowl game this year. But there's still 2 games left to play this year. And we'll have to take a look at the recruiting. Had 2 recruits in attendance for this game, as you remember. The 4-star and the 3-star tight end. And we're going to get them both. They both love their visit. Dan Bonner, the 4-star, and Nick Walker, the 3-star tight end. Those are 2 huge commits, and I am glad we got those. So, Week 13, we'll be back at home to play Southern Miss. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button. As always, I'm out. Peace.